Hello and welcome to Sunday Worship. It's semi-final day. Come on, United. And here's what's coming up. George Best, or maybe someone from another team like Frank Worthington. He could sink a few. Or Mike Summerby. Book your call now on 0845 602 6899. That's 0845 602 6899. And tell us, who would you like to have had a night out with and why? Also, we've got Aussie Rules legend Peter DAICOS, who's in the Hall of Fame back in Australia, and United legend Jimmy Greenough, one of my all-time favourite players. There you go. I mean, first of all, for you, Peter, you know, Aussie Rules, how come you're a Man United fan?
Oh, well, we used to get a lot of the big match with, I think it was Brian Moore. Brian Moore was doing that back in the 70s and, you know, sort of took a liking to a very exciting game, and that's gone up another cog now. So that was how I was entrapped, and, you know, Manchester United, well, that's another story again.
Today, Manchester United, Everton at Wembley. You were there yesterday. Didn't you have a nightmare?
Well, it was fantastic. Great experience. All round was fantastic. You know, catching the tube into the ground and then sitting there, and the build-up was fantastic, and the game was a beauty. So all that, you know, being at the game for a couple of hours. It took me about 3 hours to get out of the ground, though. You know, Wembley Way is another experience again.
Now, you're over here doing this Sports Zone thing, which is for kids, isn't it? And what is it? So they put, what, dribbles, cross?
Yeah, well, it's...
You've invented this, haven't you?
Yeah, look, that's where I put... I suppose this is my art. Over the last 4 years, sort of put all my time in developing a program for kids in sports, which is Sportzstats, two parts, with the first one being the recording of your game day stats with a stats counter, so you get mum and dad involved, which is a benefit. And then the second part, and this is really what we're about, is the diarising of your year in sports. So as part of the whole program, you can go online and punch in your stats, who you played against, you get nutritional tips, photos and clippings, and it's a great interactive program for kids to, you know, sort of get involved with their parents.
What age?
Oh, anywhere from 6 to sort of 17, 18 years of age. Even a few kids your age too, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Back doing it.
My kids be like that. I've eaten 4 Easter eggs. Walk to the shop. No, actually, just in the last week. The little one plays. He plays for Everton. Was that City? City. Oh, well, it was that, you know, fancy jacking United in to play for City. MUTV does actually broadcast in Australia, but for those of you who've never seen Aussie Rules football, this is Peter DAICOS in action. He's a legend.
Leads to the